What up, everybody? My name is William, and I am inviting you to go with me on the journey I am taking learning how to bowl. Now, like everyone, I've bowled with friends, family, church groups, whatever you want to think about. But I've never thought about trying to do any of that in a league setting. It's a whole nother ball game. I've bowled 2 weeks of league. I bowl on Monday nights and Wednesday nights. Monday is trio, Wednesday is a four-man mixed. And I want you to join me on the journey as I progress, regress, learn, figure out how to make adjustments. And I want to share all of the lessons that I, as an amateur bowler, as someone who is just getting back into it, that doesn't know everything about the surfaces. You'll hear a lot of your experts talk about, the sanding surface, all of that. I'm learning, and I want to take you on that journey with me. Now, we're going to talk about the equipment I use to maintain this stuff. We're also going to go over some of the equipment that I use. And as you can tell behind me and having a Black Widow right here, I am using Hammer products and I absolutely love them. But we're going to dive into that as well. So let's get started. As I said, I've bowled 2 weeks of league. Now, I didn't intend on doing a video series. So week one, I have my averages that I established. And no, these aren't averages I just made up. When we go into our bowling center, we have a billboard that shows us what our averages were for when we set them and then as they progress. Now, I have been bowling as a sub. Essentially, I show up to the alley or the center, and if someone needs someone to step in because one of their team members couldn't make it or didn't show up, we're there. Now, the Wednesday night league, I started as a sub, and I got asked to continue on, so that's what I'm doing. So let's get into it. Monday night, week one, my very first night in league, I established an average of 115. Was not happy about that. And I'll tell you why. Because when I go recreationally to bowl, I was bowling 150s, 160s. I've hit 200 4 or 5 times. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, I'm good. I got this. And then you show up and you realize you're not bowling on one lane. You are bowling on the left and right lanes, and you alternate between frame to frame. And that's a different ball game. And the reason I say that is, in theory, you should be able to move from lane to lane and it not really affect you that much in your mind. But that's not how it works. So week one was more of me learning how to play in a league, how to adapt to league bowling. Now, Wednesday night of week one, I averaged a 121. So literally getting that first night under my belt in trios allowed me to come in on Wednesday night and at least make some sort of a better showing, right? It was only 6 pins difference, but that's a good jump. Let's move on to week two. Now, week two, I took a different strategy. Now, I've been using many different basic ball cleaners before and after I bowled. Well, in week two, I decided that I was going to try something different. And I got this. I'm sorry, I've got a light that makes it hard to see. This is called Life After Death. Now, this is a ball cleaner that plus a life extender, and it has a tacky additive. Now, this product comes from a company called Creating the Difference, or CTD Bowling. You can check out all their products at ctdbowling.com. What I did is I got this little intro kit. Basically, it comes with the cleaner, a microfiber towel, and the scrub brush or the scrub sponge. Now, beforehand, I would do a basic cleaning on my balls, on my bowling balls, before league and after. But this week I decided to give this Life After Death product a shot, and I was impressed, guys. Let me tell you what I noticed. After cleaning my bowling balls with it, I was able to notice a difference with them going down the lane. If I was trying to get the ball to carry further, yes, form had a lot to do with it, and I'm working on that. But my ball reacted more like when it came out of the box versus, using a standard cleaner. And that plays in huge, right? Because this particular ball is the Black Widow 2.0 hybrid, and it does well with medium to light oils. And for a while there, when I was just using a standard cleaner, yes, it was reacting well. However, I felt like I wasn't able to get the same break. And some of that's going to be because of form or whatever. But when I tell you I could notice a difference by using the Life After Death cleaner before I hit the lanes, it was absolutely insane. And we'll talk more about it when I bring out my equipment. But I did notice I was able to get more of the reaction out of these things, out of this equipment, closer to what it was like when I originally threw them and fell in love with them. So that being said, let's look at Monday night of week 2. Game 1, now these I wrote down my game scores as well as my average because I decided that, you know what, this was something I wanted to ask you all to go on the journey with me. So game 1, I bowled a 151, game 2 a 112, game 3 a 155. Now I know that game 2 is glaring, right? Game 2 is always an interesting game because now at this point, especially in trios, you've had 6 people bowling on each lane, and you beat that all down pretty well. And you adapt quick, or you have an inconsistent middle game. And I was having an inconsistent middle game. Now, on Monday night, I totaled 489 pins, and I ended up with an average of 139 for that Monday night league. And as we saw, Monday night week 1 was 115. Monday night week 2, 139. That should get my new Monday night average to about a 127. So after having bowled 1 week and coming back for week 2, I was more comfortable and able to just go and bowl, not worry about as much what was going on around me and what people were looking at me, because I'm a two-handed bowler. It's not as frowned upon now. Actually, it's becoming quite the craze. Growing up, that was just something you didn't do. And I been having wrist injuries or wrist pain, so I switched, and I've enjoyed it. It is a learning process, and that's one cool thing about this. We're going to see as my form gets better, as I get deeper into leagues, how I progress, regress, or whatever. Now, Wednesday night, game 1, 142. Game 2 was not like Monday nights. I bowled a 201, and then game 3 a 146, which 489 pins were knocked down. That made my average for Wednesday a 163, which should move my total new average from a 121 to a 142. So we did see a positive movement when it comes to having had experience, even 1 week of experience, really 3 games of experience going into this past Wednesday or last night, of just being able to get up there and bowl, pay attention to what I was doing from my walk up or my run up to the foul line, and from the foul line releasing it down 60 feet to the pins. Now, let's go over a little bit of the equipment I'm using, and we will start, and I'm going to walk back here and grab this bag. We're going to start from the feet to what I'm throwing. So let's grab that real quick. So this right here is the pouch I use on my bag, and it has my shoes in it. So we're going to pop this open, and we are going to take a look at these. So, step 1, and I suggest you get these if you have your own shoes, booties. Now, as I said before, I'm using Hammer products, and yes, I'm one of them people. Now, one thing I like to use are these little nunchuck things. I use them to make sure that my shoes don't tense up when I'm not wearing them. And the booties, as I pull them off, we'll talk about them. So the idea behind these is to give you the opportunity to walk around the bowling alley, or if you have to go out to your car or something, not have to change shoes every time. Because on the bottom of your bowling shoes, you know, you got your slide pads. As these get damaged from walking around the bowling alley or anything, they start to scuff up, and then you don't slide as well or anything like that. Since I'm holding them, I'm actually using a Dexter shoe. Nice, pretty color. And it's got the nice slide right bottoms. I've enjoyed them. They're comfortable. And that's another big thing, is when you're looking at your own bowling shoes, make sure they're comfortable. You are playing, depending on how many people you're playing with, even if you're recreational, you know, most places you rent a lane for an hour. So, yes, you can sit down, but you're constantly getting up, going to the approach, all of that good stuff. So be sure your shoes are comfortable, right? Inside of my bag, sorry, I'm struggling getting these shoes up. I keep a rosin bag. This is going to help if your hands get moist, sweaty, anything like that. You can take the rosin bag out, dry your hands off. Now, keep in mind, one of the things I have, I think it's in my book bag, is something called Easy Slide. You cannot use that on your shoes. If it's for your hands, to keep your hands from sticking in the ball, USBC is okay with that. But the moment you use it on any other aspect, whether it be your shoes or whatever, it's no longer legal. Now, I was talking about I have been using traditional cleaners or standard cleaners. One of them is Knockout, and this is actually a increased control cleaner. This one is just the Brunswick Remove All. And I even think I was using, the Vise foam cleaner. And as I was saying, the Life After Death to me has just worked better than any of those. And I'm not crapping on those products. Use whatever you feel works best, but I do think you should give Life After Death a shot. Now, let's dig in a little deeper. This is my chamois. This is a leather chamois. It's not like a microfiber rag or anything. This allows us to basically wipe your ball down after every time it comes back. This is just going to get off the excess oil and make sure that your ball is still reacting down the lane. If you don't have one like this, a good old-fashioned microfiber rag will work as well, and I highly suggest it. As a matter of fact, the hammer towel up there, that works as well. I suggest getting something like this if you have your own balls, because it makes the world of a difference. I didn't understand this until I actually started using one myself. Now let's dive into the equipment side. And as y'all have been seeing, it's just been sitting here. So this is the Black Widow. It's a Hammer Black Widow 2.0 hybrid. And as you will notice, I only have 2 holes. Like I said, I am a two-handed bowler now. This is something I'm learning and adjusting to. But via USBC regulation, if there is a hole in the ball, you have to put a finger in it. And as a two-handed bowler, I do not use my thumb. I instead tie in, and I'm actually up and around. At some point, I might pop up a video or two of me practicing and getting the ball down the lane. That'll help me, as well as it'll allow you to make fun of me over my bowling style. Now, let's move on. Now, the Hybrid 2.0, that's the one I've been using the most as the first ball out of my bag, unless I notice that the lanes are a bit heavier in oil. That's when this bad boy comes into play. So this came out in January of this year, 2024. And I'm going to set that right there for a second. So actually, I'm going to move something around. We're going to move it right there. So we're going to tilt this down a little bit, that way you can see. So this is the Black Widow 3.0. This is Hammer just released a new ball, but this is the newest one before that. So I'm going to scoot this back because I need to be in the shot. So this right here uses the HK22 uh, cover. It's got the gas mask core in it, same as the Hybrid 2.0 down there. This ball works best on medium to heavy oils. Next to Hammer's newest ball, this bad boy will hook. Even if you're not great at putting rotation or axis rotation on the ball, even if you do the old twist the door handle, shake the hand, grab the briefcase, whatever you want to call it, style, you can hook this gutter to gutter. And I'm being serious about that. Now, you'll notice same thing with this one. 2 holes. That's all I use. Except for my spare ball, I do bowl or throw 3-handed with my spare ball. This ball has been a fun ball to throw ever since I got it and had it drilled. And if you're just looking to curve the ball, unfortunately, I'd say this ball's for you. It's got such a great core in it, and you're able to just get great flair or hook out of it. If you're just wanting to have fun, even if you're not doing competitive, but you want your own ball and you want a ball that you can hook it like the pros, in my opinion, if you're in the hammer business, if you're looking to get a hammer, the Black Widow 3.0 is for you. Now, spare ball wise, this one is unique. So this right here is another Black Widow, or it's a hammer product, if I can get it out of my bag. I didn't use this one last night, but this is a clear ball with a hammer and spider webs behind it. As I was saying, this is a 3-hole ball. We got a good thumb grip, and we can get into it, right? A good spare ball is something to have. You know, ideally, you'd hope to never have to use it, but you want to be able to control it when you do. Once again, with that life after death, you get a sponge, and I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. This is going to be a shorter video, but I look forward to posting one every week, and I'm going to try to do it on Thursdays or Fridays. Like when I post this, it's going to be Thursday, March 14th. I just want y'all to go on the journey with me. If you have questions, email me. If you'd like me to try something, as far as when I start posting videos of some of my bowls, whether it be my approach, whether it be my release, by all means, hit me up. Let me know. I am going to be posting more bowling videos on my TikTok account. I know that there's the whole TikTok could be banned, but I don't care. It's such a great platform to be able to reach users that don't have time to watch a 20-minute video, a 30-minute video. The other thing, remember, go to CDB, that's CTD as in dog, bowling.com. They've got a lot of good products there, whether it be ball cleaners, bags, they even sell balls, but they also sell sanding pads. Now, I was talking to some people, and they talk about this on their website. A lot of times when you get sanding pads to work on the surface of your ball, you end up getting ones that were designed for wood or metal. CTD Bowling theirs are designed for bowling. There's no mystery as to what these particular sanding pads were designed for. Go over there, check them out. If you're interested in joining their regional staff, it is free to apply. I did, and it's cool. You get 2 patches, and they really just want you to kind of look at their products. Now, to be clear, I actually got this before I did the regional staff, so don't think I'm just pushing this because I'm on the regional staff there. No, I actually thoroughly enjoy this product, and I'm not going to be the one to just push something because I'm a part of staff, or I don't get paid to push this. This isn't a paid promotion. This is me letting you know, as someone that's getting back into it after a while and learning how to bowl again, what works for me. All right, guys, I look forward to next week. I hope that some of you watch this, some of you tell me what I should do different. Tell me how I can make my videos better as far as what you would like to see as a viewer. And I'll do my best to accommodate, or I'll do my best to take the notes you give me to improve your experience on my channel. Other than that, I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Remember, take the time to slow down and breathe. Once again, the whole reason I'm getting back into bowling is because I needed something to get myself away from the hectic, everyday hustle and bustle of work and life. It's important to find that. Mental health doesn't get talked about enough by people, whether that be men, women, children, teenagers, no matter what community you're in. We all need that mental break, because unfortunately not everyone's kind. And I hate to end my videos like this, but be kind. It takes 2 seconds. It costs you nothing to be kind to someone. And you never know. That one encouraging moment, that one, hey, have a great day. Hey, man, you look amazing today. It can change someone's perspective in that moment for that day. You never know if a hey, how are you doing is enough to prevent someone from doing something stupid to themselves. Mental health is something I used to think was a joke, and then I had to get help. Bowling is something I use for therapy for myself as well. I didn't want to end the video so real like this, but you know what? I think it's important, because whether it's bowling, whether it's watching sports with friends, whether it's getting out, spending time with family, find what makes you happy. Find what clears your head and gives you the opportunity to take a mental break and refresh yourself mentally. Until next week, have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything like that, I have my contact information in my bio. I'll say it right here. You can shoot me an email at wjones1019@gmail.com. That was wjones1019@gmail.com. If you just want to BS, if you need someone to talk to, go hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All of those are at wjones1019. Shoot me a direct message. Shoot me an IM. Reach out. Don't feel like you have no one to talk to. There's always someone out there. And I would be more than happy to take 2 seconds. 2 seconds to answer whatever you've got. Or if you just need to talk, you need to vent, reach out. All it takes is that one moment. Have a great afternoon. Have a great weekend. I know I've said that before, but you know what? It's important. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. And, hey, come back next week. Check out the next one.